Alright guys, welcome back. So King is the newest character on Services Idol Adventure, and honestly impressive. For a DPS character and a range one at that, and that's kind of the most important thing about the character, is that he is a range character and also type disadvantage against Berserk melee, right? Which does mean he does get out of the range. It can be kind of important to kind of evaluate him a little bit in PvP. So before we get into that, we have done some summons and we'll put that at the end of the video only because Grand Cross dropped it up in the exact same day, so I kind of got to cover both games here. So yeah, let's talk about the character and is he worth summoning and is he good? Yes, he's good. And to be fair, you probably heard me say that already because every single character that comes out nowadays, they're clearly meant for a certain role. And because we have things like Tower Trials that are restricted due towards colors, even though he's not going to be used in every content, he has one of his uses, and that is Tower Trials. And I know someone called me out last time saying if a character is only good for one Tower Trials, it's not really worth summoning. But to be honest with you lot, that's kind of almost every character nowadays, right? Because after, you know, we got through the honeymoon period of like Escanor, and there was no good characters in the game, right? Escanor was insanely broken, and then obviously we got the, you know, top Berserk melee. You know, you're using these characters in everything, and especially since they're a little bit older characters now, you can typically get them dupe title more easier. Where someone like King, for example, you're not going to use everywhere, even if you had him at a higher dupe level. You probably could if he was like one of your better characters, right? But, you know, I say all that to say, just because a character isn't used everywhere, that doesn't necessarily mean they're not worth summoning. If you have the currency, you got to look at the timeline really and like what's coming next and kind of think about it a little bit, because we now know in 2 weeks' time, and granted, we have to wait and see, but it's very unlikely now, we're not going to get a special rater banner. For those who are wondering, the special rate banners are these like limited festivals, or not limited, but like the festivals of this game, which is Berserk melee and also Zeldris as well. We likely know we're not going to get one in 2 weeks' time. We're probably going to get one in 1 month's time. You know, near the exact same schedule as Grand Cross, right? So you have 1 month to get 250 gems to summon the next banner. So if you summon now and you already have a little bit of currency over 160,000 gems, then yeah, you definitely can summon and be fine with it. And that's one thing I would talk about. Like every character comes out nowadays, like I say, they're kind of making characters for like a certain purpose in the game. Whether it's small or not, they are going to have a use, right? So for example, King, usable in PvP, actually kind of impressive actually. And of course the main thing is probably more likely going to be in Tower Trials. And then if you go down towards like Elaine, for example, usable in PvP, you know, same situation, usable in Tower Trials as well. Before that we got Zeldris, who isn't actually usable in PvP. I really do not like him. Usable in Tower Trials, not the best though, but definitely more focused on doing single target boss damages in your story content and obviously Knighthood bosses and any single target boss in general. And before that we got obviously Lilia, who at the time I did say we'll get better, and she got better after we got Zeldris, but usable in Tower Trials, usable a little bit in PvP, but not too much because you can't use Zeldris. So like you kind of get my point. Every character coming out nowadays, they have their uses, right? It's very rare we get a character that is universal in everything, like how Berserk melee was. So yeah, I kind of see all that to say, you know, if you want to summon, you definitely can. I think the timing's perfect because we're not probably going to get a limited character for like another month, so you have time to save. It is a DPS character and also a range one, which is I think our first actual range DPS. Technically, we've had characters like Gilfrost who, you know, have been technically speaking DPSs from range, but, you know, but not in that class, right? But yeah, in PvP he works because the main thing is that he's a range character. So someone like Berserk melee used to have advantage against him. You know, his big AoE that he does do, he avoids it. It's like he's so much better than Zeldris in PvP because he doesn't take time to build up. And unlike Zeldris, he also avoids the Berserk melee too. So yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to say about the character. Until like, should you summon? You definitely can. But if you want to skip, you can as well. But I do think getting him now and getting a few copies of him, so over time you can slowly dupe him out, is probably actually better than most characters. If you go back and look at like Diane, I wouldn't get a dupe tower just for a bit more score and Knighthood bosses, which, you know, generally speaking, don't really care too much. Like I think I would like the last like few like non-special characters. He's actually one of the better ones because he's DPS, right? But yeah, let's talk about the character's kit. He's got Pinpoint Strike, just a single target damage that's going to deal 105 damage from range. Not too bad. This skill is kind of cool, but also a little bit annoying is a chance, right? Because I've noticed, especially in Tower Trials, his numbers fluctuate. I've had some games where he gets like 7 billion, then I also have some games where he gets like 2 billion or 1 billion, because what it does do is 25% chance to deal damage in an AoE skill, which means he's obviously doing more damage. And the people that he does hit is going to get the status promotion for 4 seconds. And also they're going to get hit by Disaster, which I think Disaster does like 2 to 3 hits. So it does almost max out. And if you get really good lucky and you get 2 of the procs straight away before an ultimate, you're going to do even more damage because obviously the stats promotion is going to lower the HP. So getting this at the start of battle, which I've seen a few times in my runs, is so much better, right? Because it's based off remaining HP rather than max HP. So the more HP you have, the more damage you're going to do. And disaster is going to lower the final evasion, so you're more likely not to miss. And then lowering the crit defense, if you do crits, can do more damage. But yeah, it does stack up to 5 times. And that makes sense in the ultimate, because the ultimate is a massive 3 meter wide. I thought it was the other way around, actually, so my bad. But it's 3 meter wide and then 12 meters back. So considering he's a ranged character, he will hit the back line and a pretty decent whiff as well. But as you can see, he does more damage based on disaster. So there's a bit of RNG there. Nothing like too crazy. You can keep on retrying anyway, right? But, you know, comparable to other characters like, you know, Escanor, because he's always type advantage. The damage numbers, I think, a little bit are inconsistent, but still enough to, like, he's probably still one of the better DPS in Tower Trials. And if you haven't seen his animations, they're pretty cool. He does a little pillow. We might use the ultimate now, actually. See, that's the ultimate. So the bear comes out, which is kind of cool, right? So, I kind of called, I said King is bear, but I thought it'd be the other character. And then if you use the AoE skill, it's that right there, which does, like, 3 hits, but I think some of them can miss, right? So yeah, we're going to jump into some PvP and also Tower Trials and, you know, showcase the character more in gameplay-wise. And, yeah, to run over my thoughts on what the next banners come in, I imagine in 2 weeks' time, we're probably more likely going to be getting a Catastrophe character. And in 1 month's time, we're going to get more likely a limited banner, which could be anyone at this point. It could be, like, you know, Luduciel or Collab if they ever decide to do it in this game too. If you lot use him, let me know what you think of his character. He's not too bad to pick up. And I'm very happy going to a 6-star because he's a character I actually kind of want to deep out more. But, you know, as time goes on, right? All right, let's try King in PvP. Now, obviously, the biggest thing we got to talk about is try not comparing towards Berserk Melee. Berserk Melee is a limited character, by far the best character in the game. So what we're doing, I mean, we'll use him anyway, but I want to see what damage he can actually do though, right? So we have brought more of a green to him a little bit. So we have got a bunch of buffs on, and his ultimate... Oh, you know what? 1.4 bill? All right, it's so hard, it's so quick, right? So I think the biggest problem with this character, I wouldn't say a problem, right? It's just, are we going to be able to, like, time the actual, like, attack buff from Elaine? Because Elaine's every 5 seconds, right? You got to try and time it with his ultimate, because that ultimate does a lot as well. Plus, there's some RNG aspect towards it, because his second skill, as I'm sure some of you saw already at the start of the video when I explained it, is 25% chance. So it's not guaranteed to always happen, and you want that AoE skill to happen before he does the AoE, before he does the ultimate. But the ultimate reaches the backline, though. We can actually pay attention in and see it. So he's going to use the Mon Speed, then we do Boom. He uses it now. It reached the backline. Unfortunately, from the looks of it, I think the lizard did shield it. But you know what? The greens, though. Look at the greens. That's all because of Elaine. I think we are losing it, maybe. But all the greens are popping off. Wait, are we losing? If we get a big ult from King. No, we lost. Oh, rip. Yeah, my Berserk Melee's dying, bro. Yo, how did he die so quick? Honestly, I'm really liking, like, the full green team. Oh, Escanor, yeah. True Awakening. That's how he lost. This guy's 13G, so very low here. But yeah, the full little, like, Monspeed AoE there to get the debuffs on, and then... Oh, did we just miss him? Wow, how did we miss that? But to be fair, DPS from the backline is actually really good, especially because he is type disadvantage towards Berserk Melee. So Berserk Melee actually can't reach him. Unless he gets really close. 24G, so very similar CC. Boom, Berserk Melee popping off. He did all the damage there, unfortunately. Where King might have missed a few. But if we rotate towards the ultimate again, Monspeed goes off, then King. Can we get a kill? Oh. Oh, that did quite a lot. Not as much, though. I mean, considering that he's, like, not even, like, a high dupe level. Like, obviously 6-star, right? But we could get a lot more stats onto him. That's not bad, though. Especially with Elaine and Monspeed doing everything. This guy's got the exact same CC as me. Let's see how much damage you do with King. So, boom. Not too much. I guess it really depends on how people position the team, right? Because it's 3 meters wide, obviously a lot further back, where Berserk Melee is obviously around him, so he gets more people. But I will say, guys, I've been saying it, like, the Estarossa is actually insane in PP now with Elaine. Look how much damage he's doing. The AoE looks bigger than it actually is. Alright, King Ultimate again. I think he might be missing, you know, on a few people. AoE again. I get a chance, right? Ultimate off too. Alright, he's carrying a little bit here. Elaine and King. But Estarossa's still alive, bro. He's getting healed up. Yeah, bro. Estarossas, man. They've, you guys want to use that lane. Imagine you use the lane. So, yeah, in terms of PvP, not too bad, actually. Because then he's, like, a lower dupe level compared towards all my other characters. He's actually putting out some pretty decent numbers. Obviously, of course, not every single time he's popping off like crazy. But given a chance, he does do alright. The actual data is bugged right now, actually. But he was doing some more damage than Estarossa, though. Yeah, like you see that right here. This one was insane. If my Escanor didn't die so well, we actually might have killed everyone. Okay, so when it comes to those tower trials, we've definitely needed an AoE character. Zeldris was kind of meant to be that character, but it does take quite a while from the build up to start spamming these AoE skills. And even then, he does have an AoE ultimate, which does hold back a little bit, right? Where a king, I guess with decent luck, you can get a few AoE skills to go off that might be the carry. But I'm expecting to do a lot more here. We'll take our Gustav. Yeah, why not? We probably wanted to ult right after the end, so they lower the critical resistance. I'm not too sure I put my PP part first, but he was actually pretty decent PP. Like, if I actually done deep level, he might actually be cracked. And he was still doing some of the most damage on my team. So we got the 1.4 build there. That's what we're expecting. Obviously, Gilfrost, by the way, still insane too, right? He's been our best DPS character for the actual light types in Tower Trot for a while. And he can actually get Super Wicked now too, so you can actually get him better. But yeah, it did clearly by far the most, right? But it does really feel like, and this is one thing I'm going to say in the intro as well, is that the kind of making characters that we kind of need. Like, we've needed an AoE character for int types that can appeal to others. And your king looks like that. Oh, no, he's getting out DPS by the others, though. See, Zeldris does pop off, right? But, like, he was the only DPS with Gilfrost. We need someone else. Yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate Elaine's not always so... I mean, Elaine's better to be green just so we get the Esterosa buff with Speed 2. But it would have been nice to get some buffs with him. Because, yeah, there's no synergy, right? You can't use Merlin. You can't get any sim buffs with him. They added a new actual type in, like the God is the Fairy Kingdom. So maybe we get a new Gloxinia with his armor version. That'd be pretty sick. We haven't got that Grand Cross yet. Or we get a new Hellbrim as well. That'll mean... I mean, yeah, Zeldris is doing more, right? Zeldris is a limited character, so I'm expecting him to do more anyway. Plus, he is a high dupe level. Yeah, I'm just noticing the gameplay as well is that he's not getting the... I think I've noticed a few times. I don't think, yeah, the AoE skill, if that was every 5 seconds, it'd actually be broken, I think, because then you can time it always with Elaine. And if anything, you're probably more likely guaranteed to have that disaster effect when the ultimate goes off. Because I've noticed a few times he doesn't have the actual disaster debuff on anyone. Because if he has a disaster debuff, he does like 100% more damage, right? So you kind of want to get lucky and have that AoE skill to proc before he does the ultimate. Like, well, pay attention right now. Yeah, he used the ultimate without even using the actual... like, there's one there, but we didn't get it beforehand, so he didn't do more damage in the ultimate. So his damage technically could be a lot higher as well, right? So there's one. So it only happened like 3 times in this match? I think I noticed it 3 times, but still, 4 bill is actually insane. Oh, start off with the AoE, that might carry over towards the ultimate. Oh. That was a disgusting combo, because, yeah, we stunned with the Yan beforehand. Raw, see, yeah, if you get his numbers to go up and you get the conditions where you can lower the defense rate stats, you have the actual disaster buffs on. 7 bill? Raw, those are like berserk melee numbers. That's actually crazy. I know he did most of the damage because Zell just couldn't build up in time. But yeah, that goes to show like how crazy he can actually build up to. So that is, I think, all for the actual Tower Trials. To be fair, I don't see him being too useful in this game mode because Berserk Melee kind of clears through all of it anyway, right? But let's just see how much damage you can do, right? If you get him and you didn't get Berserk Melee, you can kind of throw him in. So boom, does it AoE. Yeah, it's just Berserk Melee because it's Berserk Melee's around him, right? So that's always going to be king over anything else. Probably do alright if Berserk Melee won here, though. Because he's got a very similar to ultimate towards like Speed and Escanor. It's just obviously those are higher deep levels. So yeah, probably not the best because that AoE skill. And I think if anything, I'm so far ahead in this actual stage that he's probably likely missing more because he's on a lower dupe level compared to others. Alright, so it's time to summon. We're going to put this at the end of the video just like last time, only because Grand Cross and Idols are updated on the exact same day now. Sometimes Grand Cross gets, at least for the past like few weeks, we've been on a... Like, it was Grand Cross one character, and then 1 week later we got an Ado character. So they've been going back and forth a little bit. There's our first king. And to be fair, actually now, we want to get these... I mean, granted, I can't really, like, you know, it's a lot. I'll talk about it in another video probably, but they've now added Super Awakening, and... Do I only have 900? Is that a max I can have? Surely not, right? I don't know, we'll look into it later, but... They're Super Awakening, so technically speaking, we want to get dupes for... the actual unique characters, although I don't really, like, you know, I'm not chasing that, right? Goldford, not too bad for a dupe character. We kind of don't want. Zeldris is also in the banner. And for a DPS character, we kind of want to get the same amount of luck as last time with Elaine. We always got almost 6-star in one rotation. However, we got really lucky with fairies last time. I say lucky. If you consider King and... Oh, he deserves too much times. If you get a King and Gluckson, you're lucky. But looks like we might be following the same suit here. But I really like the artwork though, man. I'm glad we got Fat King. Because I was wondering when he first came out, or when the game first came out, I'm like, we got every character from the launch of the game. Like, that was similar towards Grand Cross. The only one was missing was Fat King. So it kind of makes sense why they saved him. All right, a little few back-to-back Kings there. That's nice. I've not yet seen the animations. We'll look at the end, actually. Although, I guess you probably would have seen it by now if you're watching this part of the video. Another King. I actually saw the animation before it popped up. And thankfully, I guess it's probably a good thing he's not a special rare banner, because that would have cost 250 gems. So at least he's only 160. Oh, little Berserk melee. Okay, that's nice. Fat King again. That's nice. Oh, Zeldris. Raw. Okay, nice. That's good, because yeah, he just reached the banner now. Another Fat King. Monspeed don't mind, because Super Wick is a thing now, so he's probably the best character next to Barn you want to get towards like a high dupe level. And I think him and Barn are like up there. I mean, it's probably the only two you actually care about. Okay, a little bit of a dead streak here. Diane is the red one, so it's not too bad. She's only got added a month ago now, I think. But like, you know, I have hardly pulled any copies of her. Alright, we're almost done towards the end here. Oi, little 2 Kings, we needed that. Yeah, we're not getting nearly as much as we got last time compared towards Elaine. Elaine, we got 3-in-1s and 2-in-1s. It was actually crazy how much times I pulled her. Oh, nice, 2-in-1. That might make up for it. Another one as well. And we are 3 memorials. Another one, bless. Like one more. And we have the, what, 100 to do now? All right, there we go. 18 copies. That's nice. All right, how much did we get? Definitely 5-star, right? Because I think when... Oh, okay, Gluckson got rated up. But yeah, normally with these banners, because you do get 18 copies of the guarantee rather than the 12 you would on a special banner, you always pretty much guarantee 5. You know, guarantee 5-star, but if you... Oh! We got... Wait, what? We got lucky. Wait, what? I pulled that many? Wait, that might be the one of the best I've done. I thought I got shafted. What? I guess we just pulled so many ones rather than the big... Because, bro, my lane... Where's my lane? Yeah, my lane's... Oh, no, man. We actually got way more lucky on lane. Yeah, I mean, we got 4 less copies. Because, yeah, lane's almost 7-star. Wow. All right, that's sick. Yeah, those last 2 ones really made up for it. Because, yeah, I guess you want to save these yellow tokens for Zeldris, probably. All right, let's check his animation. So, he is 65 range. Okay, that might be a bad thing, right? Because this skill right here is not that far back. And it's because 65 range, it might not hit everyone. What's the animation look like? Oh, he has to go his actual, his little pillow, which is what I wanted. Oh, he does transform. Is that the ultimate? He looks so weird in game. Yeah, he's actually like his face, bro. Okay, so little pillow smash is pretty much what he does in. Oh wow. Oh, did I mix it up? So it's not wide. It's back. Raw. 12 back is crazy. Oh, that's the AOE. That's actually massive. It looks. I think it might be bigger than it looks. How much attack does it do though? Let's check. Because if it does more than like 1 hit, I can't tell. It got 3 off there, right? Disaster. So it does 3 per hit. So you do need to have it activate twice in a row to max that out. But 3 is better. Unless it missed some hits. We only got 2 there. Alright guys, it's going to wrap up the video. Thank you for watching. We ended towards the end. And yeah, I'm going to get to showcasing this character. So yeah, thank you for watching and peace.